Good morning, it is Sunday. I've just had brunch. Now I'm going to go to the computer lab and spend the day there revising. I think Roger's going to go as well, so we can revise together for the day.
The way you keep teasing me, don't you know it drives me?
This thing just fell down a flight of stairs onto a wooden floor. Does it still work?
Drives me mad.
We'll be locked into Sunday. I think the lab is open 24/7. I think the lab is open 24/7 if you've got a card to get in. There's nobody around since it's a Sunday. There are like 80 comp skis per year. I don't know where they all go. Even when I see other people here, it's other people from Queens or it's Roger or it's somebody I'm friends with. I don't know where the other 70 of them are. Literally nobody anywhere. There are 2 people in here, but I'm friends with them. I just always see the same few people everywhere. I don't know where everyone else is. It's really weird. O'clock, 6 hours of work done in the Intel lab upstairs. Time to go and get some dinner. I'm pleased with my 6 hours of revision. No distraction in there. Still gonna do more though after dinner because exams are so close now. Even though I hate revision, obviously, I hate doing this. It's only a couple more days. I can force myself to keep working. I'm gonna do a little bit more revision before I go to bed. Try not to stay up too late. Information retrieval is the course I'm going to look at now. This is the course which is kind of about search engines. As usual, it's a huge course. I'm hoping I can flick through these slides quite quickly though. I'll not get through the whole thing tonight. Some people can just like read through everything and that's enough. I find that's just a waste of time if I do that because I don't memorize anything. So I get to the end and then I've forgotten what I read at the beginning and I might as well have just not bothered. I think for me it's much better to spend longer doing things, which means I get through less content, but at least I learn it, so it was worthwhile doing it in the first place. That is a countdown to the end of my exams. 4 days, 3 hours and I refresh, now it's down to 3 days. Oh my god. I don't know whether it's more exciting because I'm finished in 3 days, or terrifying because I'm finished in 3 days. Jesus Christ, this is the point when I start to find it hard to stay calm. But, okay, I can do this. Oh my god, it is now the week of my exams. First exam is tomorrow, second one on Wednesday, and the third one is on Thursday, with today being Monday. I'm so glad that all of the exams are this week, just one day after each other, to get them all over with. Obviously for GCSEs and A-levels and other exams lower down, the exams are usually spread out over many weeks, and although it gives you more time to revise in between each one, it does make them drag on for a long time. I suppose like for AS levels, I had 13 exams. I wouldn't want 13 exams 13 days in a row, obviously that would be horrible, but since this year I've only got 3, to get them all done with quickly is nice. And that starts tomorrow. After a year of working, 3 years of working at Cambridge, final 3 exams this week. Now although I want to do like loads and loads of last minute revision today, I also need to go to Sainsbury's because I need something to eat, because like having food is probably a useful thing to do before exams. And I need to do laundry. I think what I'm going to do is put clothes in a washing machine, then run to Sainsbury's and back, and get them both done in parallel. That's where I had my camera yesterday, and it fell down the back. Okay, washing on, let's get to Sainsbury's. All of the boards are up outside of the Senate House, ready for our results to be posted on. Made it back. I think my laundry is done in like 3 minutes. My room is being cleaned while I've been out, so that's worked out well. Then I'll probably have lunch, I guess, because it's 12:30. Then I'll start revision. Oh no, then my GoPro's gonna be here. I ordered a GoPro. Perhaps stupidly I'm having it arrive today, like the day before exams. These are my 3 exams with the courses crossed out that I'm not doing. I have to answer 5 from each paper. Paper 7, I've got 7 questions to choose from, except Security 2, it appears on this paper, then again on this paper. I'll be able to do one of the questions because I kind of dropped half of the course. Problem is, I don't know which way around the questions are going to appear. And then I have 6 for paper 9, so I hardly have any choice at all, which is a bit worrying, but I just decided that it was better to fully learn some courses rather than try to partially learn more courses, because I didn't have time to do the obviously more ideal thing of fully learn more courses. But this means I'm just like screwed if some of the questions are unanswerable for me. And it starts tomorrow. I don't know what to revise. I've been through bioinformatics recently. I've quickly been through NLP. I've been through optimizing compilers quite a lot. I think I can flick through security tomorrow. Whole logic. Maybe I'll practice some whole logic. My god, this is just so like worrying, going through past papers and not being able to answer them with the exam tomorrow. I also don't know how to make vlogs for this week when I'm just revising because it's raining outside. But yeah, I'm just revising non-stop. Revision is just something that I have to do, probably something you have to do. It's not fun, it's not exciting. Has to be done though. But yeah, this question's like, how does superblock and trace scheduling differ? I don't even know what these things are. Oh. So this question about superblocks, I can tell you exactly why I don't know what it is. Because there's one slide which explains what a superblock is. Just one. The previous slide is not about superblocks. The slide after is again not directly about superblocks, but just the topic in general. So it's one slide, so it is in the notes, so like fair enough, maybe I should know it. But it's one slide out of 760. I can't memorize that much stuff. And I can understand the idea, but when the question just asks what a superblock is, I can't remember that name, because there are just so many terms in the whole course. I mean, if you like presented to me the idea of a superblock, or maybe gave me some more context and a scenario, I could explain the principles. But just that I can't remember what the name is, so then I lose out on, what was that, 4 marks for that part of the question. And presumably the rest of the question is also about superblocks, or extends from that. It assumes you remember what a superblock is. One slide out of over 700, and that's 700 slides for one course out of like 15. It's just like, it's largely luck whether we do well in these exams, because if that happened to be a slide that I revised and remembered, great, I can answer the question. If not, I might still know like 600 slides worth of stuff, but that's in the minority of stuff I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I really know 600 slides worth of this content, but you see my point. Just because I couldn't answer that one question on that one slide out of so many, it doesn't mean I'm bad at the course or bad at computer science. If I get a 2-2, that doesn't mean I'm just terrible. That doesn't mean that I've done particularly bad, it just means I got unlucky questions in the exam. The exams are just a bad representation, I think, particularly this year, of how well we're doing, because there's just so much content this year, and we have fewer exams this year at the same time, so we're tested on less of it. Obviously we have the project as well that I did, but they're all kind of given the same mark. There's not much variation between the grades that are given out for those. Basically everybody gets like a 2-1 for their project, so it essentially doesn't really matter. It's the exams which determine whether we get a 2-1, a 2-2, or a 3rd. Or fail. I suppose failing is possible. I don't think people fail though. You'd have to like really try hard to fail. I also don't think I'm gonna get a 3rd, or like I said, I don't think I'm gonna get a 1st. It's between a 2-1 or a 2-2, and I really don't know what I'm gonna get. It's so cold today. I've got a jumper on. My curtains are closed now. It's starting to get dark outside, but I want to keep the heat in and all the lights on, hoping to generate a bit of heat. I don't have my fan heater this term. The heating, like the central heating in this building, is not turned on, and I'm freezing. My revision today hasn't been too intense, which was on purpose. I find the day before exams I'm always like worried and stressed, and this makes it harder to revise. And if I was just to like fly through lecture notes and jump from one thing to the next, being really like panicky about it, then I just wouldn't take anything in. So I've done slow, careful revision of some topics. Hopefully that'll help tomorrow. It's 11 now. I'm gonna start getting ready for bed. I've just been reading the back of this piece of paper which has my exam entries on. It has like all the rules for exams, just to make sure I know exactly what's happening. Make sure for your exams you know what you need to take, what you're allowed to have, what you're not allowed to have, whether you need a calculator or not, where the exam is, when you need to arrive, all these details, because you do not want to stress about anything on the day. So I'm just sorting these things out now. Gonna relax a little bit before I go to bed. Roger is planning to revise loads more tonight. Personally, I think that's a bad idea. It is for me at least. I assume by now he's learnt that this works for him, but for me, I need to like just relax for the last hour before I go to bed. Because if I don't, then I'm just gonna be like super stressed, finding more things I don't know, right up until the point I try to close my eyes and fall asleep, and then I'll not fall asleep as easily. And I also think like a year's worth of work, what was the chance that another 30 minutes of revision could help? I mean, it could. I could revise something now that would come up tomorrow, but I just think I'm better off relaxing and sleeping better over the small chance that I'd revise something relevant for tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready for bed. When I wake up, time for exam number 1. Thanks for watching.